My husband is begging me not to divorce him, but I'm so done with this relationship. I can no longer forgive him. Fong post, but very serious. T. Husband has cheated 3 times. His communication skills are non-existent. Now I'm done with trying to save us, and he's acting crazy. Is it because of true love, or is he truly emotional abusive? I'm mostly posting here to vent, but I'm also looking for advice. Me and my husband have been together for 12 years, since I was 16, married for 2. Before we got married, when I was around 22, I was going through a hard time. My hormones were unbalanced due to a new birth control I was on, and I did not take the steps to get medical advice like I should have. I thought my mood swings, non-existent libido, and overall disdain of my husband, boyfriend, was just how I eventually, he sat me down and told me that he was either going to leave or start cheating on me if I didn't figure out what was going on. So I went to the doctor. A month or so later, we were doing great. I felt so much better and we were happy. I found out the day after Christmas that he'd been cheating on me for 3 months during this time. I was heartbroken, but I blamed myself and forgave him. We had been doing great since then overall. I had been asking him to go to therapy since I realized that was even thing in my early 20s because of his childhood trauma. He never did. Said it didn't help much when he was younger, and he doubted it would do much for him as an adult. I didn't press too much, but brought it up whenever I could tell he was in a depressive state or when he would take out his frustrations on me. His insecurities have always been made to be my problem. Like if I'm nice to a strange man in public, I'm flirting. Or if I want to get a pair of shoes that match all my gym clothes, then I'm being vain. And people don't look good at the gym, that's stupid. Stuff like that. Anyway, 3 months ago I caught him texting his ex-girlfriend. He wants to meet up, calling her cute, all that shit. I was of course ready to leave at this point because what the fuck, dude? We've been overall happy. We have a good sex life, a home we just bought, we're best friends, and this is how you decide to treat me. Okay, but we talk. He tells me he was on drugs and he's depressed and needed an outlet or whatever. I tell him he's my husband, and I'm willing to give it one more shot if he will go in therapy, stop abusing substances, and start actually coming to me when he's feeling big emotions like this. He agrees and I start therapy myself because I'm fucked at this point. My therapist says I need to work on me and he needs to work on him. I seclude myself for a couple of weeks and tell him that I'm doing so to try and get over this betrayal. A couple months go by and we're trying to feel each other out. I'm obviously untrusting of him and he's pushing me away still. He came to me about a month after the incident and told me he feels like I'm not trying to make the relationship work, so I tell him I'm just also trying to get over what happened. I tell him I'm trying several times over the next 2 months, and I was giving him all I could. I had good days where I was okay. We'd hang out, cuddle, go places, and it was going well. Some days were bad and I felt like I'd never move past this. I told him I'd give myself until the end of the year to try and be normal. Again, he said whatever I needed to do, but that he wouldn't wait around forever. I will admit that it was hard to be around him sometimes. I was trying, and I made that clear to him. A couple months after the incident, I broke down in his arms and told him I was trying so hard to make this work. I love him and want us to be happy, so I'm ready to try even harder for us. He was so happy. It was a good couple of days, and then I found out he had been texting another girl from a different state for the last month, his backup plan in case I leave him. So now I'm just done. I can't do this anymore. He's going to resort to outside comfort for the rest of our lives, and I don't believe a word he says anymore. He's been begging me to stay the past week, on his hands and knees, sobbing uncontrollably, getting drunk and saying the same things over and over again. Why won't you give us another chance? You want to throw everything we've built away. You're being such a bitch. I don't want anyone else but you forever. Let me prove to you that I can be the best husband ever. You don't understand what it's like for me. I have no one without you. All that, I'm just numb at this point and want nothing to do with him. I was packing a bag last night because when I'm home he will not leave me alone. He follows me around the house like a lost puppy, even in the bathroom, begging and pleading. He blocked my exit from the house, threatened to let my elderly dog run out the house and get hit by a car. She was trying to follow me, but I couldn't bring her with me. took one of my bags out of my hands, trying to force me inside. He refused to stop touching me. Honestly, it was scary. Every time I'm around him now, I'm scared. He gives me no personal space. Told him he'd kill himself without. The whole 9 yards. At this point, I just want to know, does he truly love me so much he's acting like a fucking crazy person? Or is he actually fucking crazy, and I am just now seeing it? 3. I feel like there's no way I can stay married to him. All of his promises are hollow, and the way he's acting is petrifying. I'm 5'7" and 145, but this dude is 6'3" and 270. Like if he really wanted to do something, I'd be gone in a second. I don't think he ever would, but the way he's acting is so scary. He's literally all over the place. Thank you for watching. In place